Hello, my name is Megan and here is my review of the brand new Fiat 500. First up, a tour of the inside, which was packed with plenty of tech. I like the amount of compartments that were inside the car, as well as the placement of the cup holders, which is always an important factor for me. The 5-inch Uconnect screen contained the standard USB slots, and the added extras to this model allowed me to listen to DAB radio and use the TomTom sat-nav for staying up to date with the latest traffic data. The introduction of the hybrid technology meant that the dashboard provided me with plenty of information, including battery level, the flow of energy, and it even recommended the best gear to use whilst driving. One of my favourite parts about this car was the sunroof, which was lovely on the days where it was a lot sunnier. Although the car is small, it could comfortably fit 4 people in, which makes the Fiat 500 the perfect choice for urban driving, as well as the odd road trip here and there. To really put the Fiat 500 to the test and create the fairest review as possible, I decided that I'd have a big day out to the beach. As you can see, the boot managed to fit the 2 foldaway chairs as well as a large canvas bag. As this is quite a small car for longer trips or holidays away, it may be best to put the back seats down in order to fit more in. The lack of seat adjustments felt really odd to me at first. With no obvious way to adjust the height of the seat, I felt like I was poking through the roof. This may just be because I'm used to driving a Mini. I also found that the pedals were a bit higher and felt a bit lighter to what I'm used to. However, I did get used to both the seat and the pedals. The larger windows and the sunroof gave me good visibility. I also felt very safe in the knowledge that all Fiat models come with 7 airbags as standard, as well as skid reducing and anti-lock brakes. Once we had reached our first destination, it was time to park up, something that I'm usually super nervous about. However, I found the parking in the Fiat super easy, and the parking sensors made me feel so much more confident. After enjoying some nice sea views, it was time for lunch. But first we had to drive down some really narrow roads, which I think the Fiat handled perfectly, especially when pulling over for other cars and driving cautiously around pedestrians and cyclists. Due to my newfound parking confidence, I felt like being super brave and reverse bay parked into a spot before eating some delicious strawberries and cake with some coffee. After refueling ourselves, it was time to add some fuel to the Fiat. For a full tank of petrol, it cost just over £30. This newer model of the Fiat is a 3-cylinder mild hybrid, and it doesn't need to be plugged in either. CO2 levels can be reduced by up to 30% too. Once we arrived, it was time for the arcades and a wander along the pier. It may have been July, however it's England, and the weather turned pretty cold and windy, so I was super excited to hop back in the car and pop the heating on, whilst listening to some of my favourite songs via the Bluetooth. The automatic light feature came in very handy on the long journey back, as well as the gear changing reminders and speed limiter, which made the whole experience stress-free and enjoyable. Overall, I really like the Fiat 500. Although we had a love-hate relationship at the start due to issues with the seat and pedals, after time I really grew to love this small nippy car. I think it would be the perfect first car for any new or learner driver. It has all of the latest tech, enough room for extra passengers, and is super economical too.